For recycling to be effective and efficient, it requires help from the general public to become successful. Waste management won't be successful if they don't involve the public. That is why I'm here to talk to you today about the importance of recycling. Recycling helps to reduce the pollution caused by waste. The world's population is growing, not shrinking. According to Carnegie Mellon University, we generate 21.5 million tons of food waste each year. If we composted that food, it would reduce the same amount of greenhouse gas as taking 2 million cars off the road. The United States wastes more trash than any other country. The United States Environmental Protection Agency estimates that Americans make more than 200 million tons of garbage each year. That's enough to fill Busch Stadium from top to bottom twice a day. To give you a visual of just how big Busch Stadium is, Busch Stadium can easily fit over 46,000 people in it. You would be amazed at what recycling can do. According to Rinkish, 2,000 pounds of recycled paper can actually help save 17 trees, 350 gallons of oil, and a lot of landfill space. 3 ways we can help our environment is by the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce means cutting down on items that you only use once. Some ways you can do that is by saying no to a plastic bag. Look for products that use less packaging. Less raw materials is used when manufacturers make their products with less packaging. Look for items that can be reused. For instance, that newly empty glass jar that used to house your coconut oil, that can be cleaned out and washed and reused to store food instead of using a plastic Ziploc bag or plastic Rubbermaid container. You can also try bringing your own silverware and cup into work with you instead of using disposable ones. The next R is reuse. Reuse is to use something again. An example is clothing. Instead of throwing out your old clothes, you can donate it. Instead of going to the mall and supporting fast fashion companies, you can visit a thrift shop or a Goodwill. Oftentimes, you'll find clothing only worn a handful of times for an extremely low price. Sometimes you'll even come across an item that was never worn and still has tags on it. Clothes aren't the only items you can buy used. Furniture and electronics are just to name a few. The last R is recycle. According to Merriam-Webster, recycle means to pass again through a series of changes or treatments, such as to process something such as liquid, body, waste, glass, or cans in order to regain material for human use. Some ways you can recycle are buying recycled paper, printing on both sides of the paper, recycling outdated technology, recycling ink cartridges, and even buying remanufactured ink cartridges, buying rechargeable batteries, and reusing your morning coffee cup. You can also help with recycling by making recycling bins available in your home and at work. Just make sure they are properly labeled so your family and coworkers know which bin is which. But wait, there's more. The more we recycle, the more jobs we help create. A study by Friends of the Earth said over 51,000 recycling jobs could be created in the United Kingdom if 70% of collected waste was recycled. In the United States, the scrap industry generated over 150,000 direct jobs and 323,000 indirect jobs in 2015, and that number is still growing. Recycling also helps conserve our natural resources. Take aluminum cans, for instance. Using recycled aluminum cans to make new aluminum cans can save 95% less energy than making new aluminum cans from bauxite ore, which is the raw materials that is used to make aluminum. In conclusion, when we recycle, we reduce the need to destroy habitats for animals. According to Cullen, by recycling paper, we can save millions of trees. As I mentioned in the beginning, to make recycling work, the entire community needs to play a part. I encourage everyone to recycle and think twice about which trash you will put that crumpled up Post-it in.